that sometimes doing a Facebook group and doing one post a day can be a lot because it's hard to, catch up on it. But I know that this info that we're giving you guys is really important. So maybe would you think that maybe like for the second month, instead of us doing like one topic that you guys focus on, maybe the second month is focused more on doing, so like tracking your guys's invites and making lists of all the people that you're talking to and your business invites and your challenge group invites, like having it more be like an accountability group where, okay, check in, like, how are you guys doing? Keep track of everything, so that this group is kind of like your accountability, so that now you've learned all this stuff in month one, and maybe month two is like, okay, now go do. Because I know it's really easy, especially when there's like one post a day about a different topic, to just be like, okay, I need to just like learn, and like soak up all this info. But really what we want you to do, like, we don't want you to just be like sitting there reading and watching videos and just, responding to posts and doing the assignments. We want you to like actually be implementing everything we're teaching you. So do you think, based off of everything that's happened in the first month and how the first month has gone, do you think that maybe transitioning month two into more of like, all right, now it's time to do, and have it be more like an accountability group would be better? Like, we really want your honest feedback, because we don't want this to just be like, we want this to be beneficial to you. You know what I mean? So, we're learning as we're doing this. And I definitely think what Emma said about taking maybe the rest of December off, and just because it's just harder with the holidays and stuff. There's only 2 weeks left. So, and then just like really revamping and like going balls to the walls in January would be good. So we want to know what you guys think. Sorry, talking.
Well, I know I have like 2 challenge groups running right now. Plus I'm in the December coach only group. Plus I have this group. Like, it's not like this isn't a priority for me, but I have so many groups going that I just it gets pushed to the side. So, I think, like, are you guys in the December coach only group? Sarah tries group?
No, I'm not. But I know.
No?
I will say that I haven't been posting in there because I've been focusing more on
No, I haven't either. But I've been reading it sometimes, and she does great things in there. Some days, like, she'll say, okay, well, tell me what you've been struggling with this week, and you know what? I want you to post it right on your wall. And you know what I mean? Like, she's trying to help, but she's making you put it kind of on your wall. So you're kind of sharing your life story as we go. It's a different one every day. So I think that would be a good thing too. Like, if we kind of made it into just to help us build our Facebook and our Instagram, you know what I mean? Just easy ways, and for us to interact with each other as well.
Yeah, so like tips for like sharing, like, okay, like, what's one strength you had today? Go share it on your wall. What's one, like that? To keep you guys accountable, and then you can say, okay, I went and posted, and we can go look at it, so we know you posted, and keep you guys accountable.
Yeah, and that's an easy way for me to just have like a post already like thought of for today. So that's one post done that I don't have to think about. You know what I mean? Because you guys are giving me the idea of what to post. Yeah, so I think that would be a good thing.
Okay.
Good.
What about you, Brittany? What do you think?
Yeah, I think like for future, I know for me, like, posts every day, and some of them, like the videos, like those are, super out of my comfort zone, and I need more than just, a day to get those done. But as far as next month, I think that the accountability thing would be good. And I would like the rest of the month to catch up with Kennedy's birthday weekend and, just holiday stuff. This last week has been nuts.
Shopping yet, so.
Yeah, I did all mine on Amazon.
Yeah.
That's the way I do it. Otherwise, sneaking out of the house without kids is impossible. But yeah, so I think the rest of the month off would be, or not off, but to catch up would be nice. I felt like a slacker this last week, but there's just no way. And then for next month, I think the accountability would be good.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, not taking it off, but like we said on the team call last night, taking these next, week or whatever to just build new relationships, just focusing on, you know, starting new conversations with people and having a goal of, you know, from now until Christmas, how many new conversations are you going to make, you know? So just having that type of goal and just connecting with people, because that's really going to help for the new year as well. Like I'm talking to so many people right now that are like, yeah, I can't wait for the new year. Or like, yeah, I'm saving up right now to join as a coach. Like, you know, and like January is just going to be huge. Like you don't see it now because you guys haven't been a coach during January, but I can tell you, like Lauren was telling me this, the exact same thing last December. And then in January, it was like, and Alexa did her calculations on like from after the release of the 21-day fix, which was in January or February of last year.
February, yeah.
So the 21-day fix extreme is coming out in February of this year, and her income doubled 3 times from.
I was going to say it's going to be huge. I would think with everybody, I mean, at least everybody trying to start their New Year's resolutions, and you know, and then I was also thinking tax return time too. I have a family who wants to do it, but they don't have extra money. She's like, as soon as I get my tax return check.
That's a huge one too. And I remember that last year too, with so many people like, yeah, my tax return's coming. Like that's like, it's like, boom, like New Year's, you know, like New Year's resolutions, and the 21-day fix comes out. And then that's like between January and April is when like tax returns come. So it's just like, boom, 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 you know? And so like, we all are like, oh my gosh, you know, this month is slow. Like we're not doing as well, but like, that's, when it feels like it's not going anywhere is when it's going somewhere. You'll see it like maybe a month later, 2 weeks later, but like I can promise, like it feels like it's slow right now. Even for me, I'm feeling like I'm talking to like 10 people about a challenge pack, but no one's committing yet, you know, but it's like, I know in the next week they will. So
yeah.
November, December is when
after 21-day fix came out.
Wow. And it stayed steady after that?
For the most part, yeah. It's been up. It went up. I mean, it definitely has. It goes kind of like this, but it definitely like shot up, and it's been like up here.
Yeah.
I started a little graph on my Excel sheet. My husband was making fun of me because he's like, "What? You got like 2 months, 3 months?" But I love it. I'm like, "Hey, it's moving up."
I track mine, and that's what you want to see. And I think for me, it keeps me accountable because it's like, okay, is it moving up? And like, is it consistently moving up? Like, even if it moves up $1, I'm like, heck yeah, it's moving up. You know, like it's
exactly.
Slow, but you know, and I've tracked since the beginning. My tracker is in the team page. Like, you guys can go look at my tracker if you want. Like, I just, you know, it's slow and steady. But I think also, I was gonna say something and I totally lost my train of thought. Oh my god, what was I gonna say? My stupid dog is barking, and so I was like, oh, Carly posted something. So we have a diamond page, Team Triceps diamond page. So when you guys are diamond, you'll get added into that. And she posted about growing her team. And I really think it's important for you guys to focus on growing your team and the residual income that can like that can bring to you, because you guys, we can't rely on our sales. You know, we're not in this for sales. So I don't want you guys to always have to be worrying about your sales. So for me, I've always focused on, you know, growing my team, and obviously, yes, you know, changing people's lives with challenge packs, of course. But she did like I can read it to you guys because I think it was pretty inspiring. And since you guys aren't in the page, I'll just read it to you. So she said, so she's obviously been really busy because she's top 10, if you guys didn't know, Carly Del Carlo. And she said, really quick before I go back into my hiding in my cave, some year inspiration for you guys as I start planning your year for 2015. I ranted a few weeks ago about being selfless, growing a team you are proud of, giving your time and recognition to them, taking the spotlight off individual success and putting your focus on a team. It was hard for me to do at first. I like crushing it every week with crazy SC numbers, LOL. But here's why, and here's why I thank God Zero Try was straight with me exactly 365 days ago, saying I need to focus on my team. In November of 2013, my total team cycle bonus was $594 total for the month. Last month, November 2014, my total team cycle bonus was $7,090. This has nothing to do with retail or anything I sold. That is additional to that number above. The income is a direct reflection of the time, energy, love, and calls and training videos and time spent with my team. Just something to think about, taking my diamonds so I know they see them. So, you know, that, and of course, everyone's business is different, you know, and Carly, you know, is killing it. But I want you guys to know that it will, like, grow. I can say, I can share my, to be a little more, mine, I think, hasn't grown like that much in a year. Well, I know it hasn't grown that much in a year. But so when I first started getting cycle bonuses, the first month I got $14 for my team cycle bonus. And this last month, my team cycle bonus was $1,890 for the whole month. So you can.
Do you only get team cycle bonus when you're a diamond?
No, when you're emerald.
Oh.
I actually made Mike, he's on my right side. And so when I did all my Black Friday shopping, I made sure to shop from his account. So I got the 14 or $14 or.
Yeah. So Melissa, what happens is when you have 200 volume points on one side and 100 on the other, that's one cycle bonus. So that's why growing your weak leg is important, because you have one leg that's the team leg. And at first, if that's going to be more, you're going to have more volume on your team leg. And I think your team leg is the right side, right?
No, I think it's the left side.
The left side? Okay. So, yeah. So then, like, for me, I didn't know this at first, but I put Eric on my left side, which was my strong side at the first, because that's my team leg. But my right side has become stronger. So now I'm building my left side. And so, just adding people to the left and building that up is going to help with, the cycle bonuses. So, really focusing on building your volume and helping your team. I mean, that's what's going to help us all, right? So
I have a problem. I don't know what it is, but all the coaches I keep getting signed up, they just totally ignore me right after they sign up. Like, I put them through, Amy, she signed up as a coach without me even knowing. She never even talked to me about it. She's never even been one of my challengers or anything. I've been trying to get her to buy a challenge pack for a while. And then she finally, Leland, can you be quiet, please? Thank you. Oh, he's just yelling. But anyways, then she just texted me one day. She's like, oh, I signed up as a coach under you. I was like, oh, okay, that's great. Let's get started, let's have a call and see, what's up. And I just did a GSR call with her. And then she went through your 14-day training. And she sent me, because there's assignments in that. And I mean, literally her assignments, she sent me the answers and they were like one-word answers. Like, it was like, what's your why and all that stuff, like the normal training. And she just sent me like one-word answers, like she's not really into it. And I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, why is she even like signing up as a coach if she's not really into it, And so then I've been trying to get a second GSR call with her, and she's just totally ignoring me now. And I don't know. And my first coach that signed up as well under me, she flaked out on me too, like after the first week. She's like, this isn't for me. I'm like, well, why did you sign up then?
I will tell you right now that the coaches, and I'm not saying this isn't the case for everybody, but some of the first coaches that I signed up are definitely not the coaches that are like my builders on my team right now. Like, there's a couple exceptions, but they talked about this at Platinum Edge, and I definitely feel like it kind of takes a little bit of like getting into the groove. Like, when did you sign up as a coach? Didn't you say September, I guess?
The end of September.
I mean, you're like still brand new. You're a couple months and you're just doing amazing. So just know that, like, at least for me, and I know Emma could probably attest to this too, it kind of takes like a little bit of like figuring it out and figuring your flow and seeing like the right potential in people and like seeing the right people that you think would be good and getting in the groove with your challenge groups to really start to really attract those people to your team who are like going to be like killing it. And not to say like the first coaches that you sign up, you should just be like, well, you're probably not going to be doing anything, so I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Like, that is not the case. Definitely be trying hard with all of your new coaches and help them as best you can. But if people are like, if you're trying, you're putting in the effort and people aren't giving you anything in return, don't waste your time. Just keep looking for other people who are going to actually want everything that you're offering. You know what I mean? And I definitely think like the beginning, it's harder to attract those people and find them. But as you keep going, it'll be easier. Like, I mean, I know Emma's the same way, but like now, like the new coaches that I'm bringing to my team now, I feel like so many more of them are like, you know, wanting to work the business and have like all this potential and drive and are so excited and are like ready to work. That was definitely not the case like the first few months as a coach. So just definitely still like obviously help people. But if you're getting coaches who are just like giving you jack shit in return and you're trying like really hard, it's not you. You have to remember that. It happens. It happens to every single one of us, you know, like Janelle Summers, freaking top in the company, recruits coaches that, and she tries to help them and says, hey, like I'm the top in the company, I can show you what I've done, and they still don't do anything. You know what I mean? Like there's just people who aren't going to do it. So just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's just all about just being consistent. And just like Emma said, like continue to look for new coaches and bring on new people, because you never know. The next person that you sign up can be like your diamond, you know what I mean, in the future. So it's definitely, at first, it's a little bit harder to get into the groove and find those like perfect people. But I don't know, just keep going.
Yeah, and I think for me too, like at the beginning, I was like so fixated on like discount coaches because like rank and stuff like that. And I think like once I stopped worrying about rank and just focused on genuinely helping people and finding people that I think would be good on my team,
exactly,
my business really took off. And I only allow family members or like really close friends, like my bridesmaids or something, you know, to be a discount coach, because it's like that's not going to benefit my team. Like, I don't want discount coaches on my team. And sure, if they join and they just want to be a discount coach after, you know, like they're wanting to work the business and then they're like, oh, it's not for me right now. Like, I eventually want to work it, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's fine. Like, they told me and they communicated with me. But I think that was a different, and I can tell you, my first coach is still with me, but the ones I've signed like all last year, which was like 3, they're not, 2 of them aren't with me now. Like they've completely canceled. So like it happens to all of us, and I've had other coaches cancel. They're not the only ones. So just know that, I mean, we've gone through coaches not responding to us, canceling, and like for me now I'm just like, well, that's their loss. Like I feel bad for them because they had this amazing opportunity in front of them and they just quit. And it's like, yeah, they're going to quit, and I don't want quitters. Like I don't really want that on my team, you know, like, and so I think I've been able to like pinpoint and like actually talk to the people now more so than just like, oh yeah, you want to join my team? Awesome. I ask them why they want to join the team. Like I ask them why they want to be a health and fitness coach versus just like, oh yeah, like I'd love to have you on the team. Like I genuinely want to know why, because I'm not going to want to work with someone who just wants to sign up and just like dilly dally there, I guess. I don't know. So it's not like as like about rank anymore, really. Like that's not my focus on finding coaches, I guess is what I'm saying. And I don't allow discount coaches other than family. And so those 2 things is what really helped my business, and just focusing on helping my team. So.
And another thing that is interesting, they told us this at Summit, is that 20% of the coaches that are on your team are going to produce 80% of the results and like the volume and the income that is, you know, being created for you. So think about that. Very small percentage of coaches, so like a couple out of all of the ones that you sign up, are going to produce the majority of your volume, your team cycle bonus, etc. You know what I mean? So if you only have like a couple of rock stars or like 1 or 2 people that are really working the business, and like maybe you have like, you know, a bunch of others that just aren't doing anything, just know that is 1000% normal. Like that's just how it works. It kind of is hard. It was hard for me to like wrap my head around that concept, because I was like, I want everyone to be successful. Like why isn't everyone doing this? Like, oh, these girls aren't doing anything. They're not turning into the calls. They're not responding to me. Like, what am I doing wrong? No, you're not doing anything wrong. Just know that most people aren't going to put in the work and, you know, really see this opportunity for all that, you know, all that it's about and all that it can offer people. And that's okay. That's just how it works. Like that's the nature of this business. Most people aren't going to work it, but that's why it's just important to just keep growing your team, and you will find those people, those rock stars here and there, who are just, you know, killing it, and they alone make it so much worth it. You know what I mean? Like So yeah, that's just really what it's about. So don't, like, I know I struggled with that. I was like, none of my I only have like 1 or 2 coaches that are doing stuff, and that's normal. That's how it is for every single person in this business. So just know that. Anything else, guys? Emma, do you have anything else to say? Anybody have any questions? No? While you have us here, all to yourselves?
I guess I can throw this out. Oh, go ahead.
Nope, go ahead. You go first.
No, go for it. I guess my thing, like, right now is, like, starting conversations. I know it sounds silly, but just starting them with people who I haven't talked to in years. We really have nothing in common, but, you know, I'm friends with them, or people that I've recently added that were friends of friends and that sort of thing. Like, what is a good icebreaker? I mean, I know, like, going back and looking at their page and seeing what they've been up to, but, you know, there's a point where I'm like, okay, am I just being a creepo, like, stalker? Like, because I haven't talked to you in forever. Oh, wait, you have a baby, but let's, you know, whatever. I don't know. Is there any advice, I guess?
I mean, I don't think it's creepy. Like,
okay.
I've gotten so much, like, positive response back, like, when I do that. And I do think it can be scary because you're like, yeah, like, I haven't talked to them in months. But, like, when you reach out to people and you say that, they're actually, like, appreciative that you notice and that you care, you know, about how their life is now. Like, I mean, I reached out to one of my friend's little sisters who just had twins. And we hadn't talked since I was, like, in Montana. And I was like, oh, my gosh, like, I'm so happy for you. Like, you look like you're doing amazing, blah, blah, blah. And, she, you know, she was totally fine with it. So it's like, I don't think that people think of it as weird, especially when we don't look like creepers.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think it'd be one thing if we were, like, old men with, like, you know, or look like a rapist. But, like, I don't think I look like a creeper. I don't think you guys look like a creeper.
I think you're good.
You know, and so I just don't, like, I think it's like that preconceived notion we get in our head, like, oh my gosh, these people are going to think I'm creepy for reaching out to them, when it's like, you can't assume that, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, we can't assume, and if they don't want to message me back, they have their own right not to message me back. But someone like you reaching out, asking about their child, they just had a freaking child. When I had a child, I wanted to talk about him all the time, you know?
Definitely.
So, like, I think that that's just, like, how we feel. But I think once you start doing it more and practicing.
Get over it.
So, yeah, and, like, realizing the flow. Because I think that is something you have to learn. Like, you have to learn the flow. You know, thinking of questions to ask them and keeping the conversation going. It takes time. And you guys will get better at it. It doesn't just happen overnight. We weren't some experts overnight. So, you know, just doing it multiple times, you're going to have times where you're like, oh, shit, I said the wrong thing. Like, that's something I'm not going to say next time, you know? And then there's times then you learn. Like, it's just all a learning experience. You're going to fail and you're going to learn from your failures. So don't think you're creepy, because you're not.
Take a few shots and get over it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it just gets easier the more that you do it. I used to, like, text Lauren, you know, before I would invite people to, or let them know that I think they would be a good coach, I would just delay. I would get my palms to get sweaty. I'd be like, I can't do this. I'm not going to, like, what are they going to think? What are they going to say? Blah, blah, blah. And now I'm like, hey, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I just, like, message them. It's easy. I know exactly what to say. And it did not start off that way. You know what I mean? I was scared.
Yeah.
So it just comes with time and doing it more. It'll get easier, and the more that you do it, just like everything else, you know. I was even afraid to talk about sharing Shakeology with people, like when I first got started as a coach, and now, you know, I bring it up whenever I freaking can, you know. It's just easy. So it's just like everything, you know what I mean? You'll get better at it. It'll get easier. It'll get less scary. You'll be less, like, you know, worried about, okay, is this right? Am I, like, being weird? Whatever. Like,
yeah.
So
I feel like I'm slowly, like, expanding, like, to people I haven't really talked to but had a previous relationship with, to people that's like, I've added some new people where it's like, I mean, the baby thing is easy for me to relate to, but when there's, like, they're single and partying and, you know, whatever, I'm like, I haven't been in that scene in a long time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's easier to find people that you connect with. You know,
Totally.
find that.
That's been my focus.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to reach out to people that are still partying. Like
No. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
But that's a really good thing. I mean, I think being aware of like who you want to attract is like something that's really beneficial. So
yeah. For
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments?
Yes. Sorry, I had to change a poopy bum.
Oh, you're fine.
I had a question and I can't remember it now. I know it was something about growing my team. Oh yeah, it was something along the lines of like, how do you guys like ask everybody like, I know you guys pick out pretty much the ones out of your challenge groups that, you know, are killing it and, you know, who are posting all the time and stuff like that. But like, is there any other circumstances that you choose to invite people like other than challenge groups? Because like, even the people I have in my challenge groups, I'm asking them, but they don't seem like, they said, oh yeah, that's cool, I'll go into the sneak peek week, and you know, and then they just don't even participate. Like literally every sneak peek week I've added like 5 to 10 people and none of them participate. I even tag them and, you know, to say, hey, welcome, I'm glad you're here, you know, to try and get them to participate, and they still don't. Like none of them do. I don't know if it's just my luck or.
It's not my favorite, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I like the webinars better.
Yeah.
The ones you actually can send to people and they can just watch the video?
Yeah.
I've thought about that. I got the one off of Sarah's Team Triceps.
Yep.
I got that link, and I'm thinking of doing that because like I find a week for people to try and stay interested in the whole coaching thing. I don't know if it's all in just like one video instead of a little bit each day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like the sneak peek weeks and like the concept of them, but you know, I was seeing month after month the exact same thing happening. And Brittany, you asked me, you're like, when's the next sneak peek week? And honestly, I'm not running one for my team in the near future because I don't think that they're as effective. I have gotten so many more people who've connected through the webinars because it's like, you know, they can hear us talking about, you know, our experience, our story, our passion. Like it covers pretty much all the bases and answers pretty much everyone's questions. And like, yes, of course there's videos in Sneak Peek Week too, but I just think that the webinars are just better. I don't know. That's just me personally.
I think the Sneak Peek Weeks can be really overwhelming also.
Yes, yeah.
For like a new coach or someone that's not even a coach yet, to get into a group like that can be like really intimidating.
Yeah.
So it's more like personable. Like, and Alexa and I did a webinar too. Like I've been sending that to so many people, and I can't tell you the amount of people that have been like, oh my God, that was amazing. Like, I want to join the team. Versus like when I was running the Sneak Peek Weeks, I was never getting anyone to sign up.
Yeah.
So exactly. I think that they're good, you know, like maybe every once in a while, like once a year, twice a year. But I think doing them every month, like, isn't as, like, exciting anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not, like, something new. And I think everyone's, like, always about something new. And, you know, and it keeps, like, oh, I have another, like, post that you want people to join your team and then connect with them and converse with them about why, and then send them a webinar. And, you know, when I'm conversing with people and they ask to see, or they don't even ask, I say, yeah, I would love to tell you more. I also, you know, did a webinar with one of my friends, and I would love to send it to you if it seems like something you would be interested in watching. And saying that, like, so if it would be something you would be interested in, like, regardless of, like, talking about coaching or the challenge group, that line has been so key for me, because I say that and people are like, oh my God, I can get out of it if I want to. And that's just more trustworthy for them, because they're like, okay, she really doesn't care. You know what I mean? Like if not, now's the time. She's okay with that. And so like building that trust and allowing people, and that you're just connecting more. It's not like a huge group. So that's my intake as well on it.
Yep. Sneak Peek Weeks are my favorite.
That's why I haven't seen it.
How do you guys go How do you guys go about like asking if they want to, you know, watch the webinar type thing? Like I know Sarah had those scripts or whatever. I don't know if you guys follow those. To invite somebody to watch a webinar.
So if it's somebody, I mean, I guess it kind of just depends on the conversation, but I just do it the same way that I invite people to challenge groups, because I always send people a video of the program before I get them signed up for a challenge pack. So I'll give them a little bit of info. I'll be like, yeah, being a coach has been great for me because X, Y, and Z. My upline coach actually, or I'll say like, you know, I recorded a webinar actually that just gives you a little bit more info about what coaching is about and what all it entails. And then I'll say like, it's about 40 minutes long. It's a little longer, but it just gives you all the info that you need. When would be a good time for me to send it over so that you can check it out? And then they can say, oh, well, I'm off work tonight at 7, and be like, okay, great. Here's the link, and I can check back with you tomorrow and see what you thought. And then check back with them. It's pretty simple. Just keep it really simple and just be like, hey, I have this webinar, and it'll give you all the information that you need. I'm like stretching while I'm sitting right here. Yeah. Does that help? Oh, God. Ouch. Anybody doing max 30? Because my body is like, ugh.
No, it should be here today now.
I'm doing the insanity one, the asylum or whatever, and my calves were so sore after the first day. Like, I'm like, I have to just like rest and like stretch it out today. Otherwise, I think they're gonna like snap.
Oh my God, I know.
Yeah, me and my sister's down visiting, and I decided to try Sweatfest, and she quit within 15 minutes.
I lasted a total of 3 seconds longer than I did on Tuesday today. Tabata power.
Progress.
All right. 3 seconds.
It's something. At least you're not going the other way.
Exactly. All right. I mean, tell everybody, you know what? 3 seconds is better than, you know, negative seconds. So it's still progress. Anything else? Is there good questions?
So random though, do we actually have a webinar that I could send to somebody?
Yeah.
Brittany, they're on the website, on the Team Ignition website. If you go to the, what is it, recorded trainings and webinars.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all listed there.
Okay,
perfect.
perfect.
I have the one that Emma and I did, the one that Sarah Tri did, and the one that Lauren did.
Okay, perfect. I have somebody who's interested in coaching who has done Beachbody programs in the past, but she's not doing one now. And she's just hoping for a little extra income and, you know.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So,
I would definitely say, like, do you have some time to watch this webinar? And then, you know, like, we can get you set up with a new program, and then you can sign up as a coach for free at the same time.
That's kind of what I was saying, too. She's injured. Well, it's Mandy Marshall. She got in a huge bad car accident and, like, broke her pelvis, so she, like, can't move right now. She's like, yeah. But I'm like, hey, you know, you can use it later. So,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I sent her like one of Lindsay Matway's videos, one that I watched when I first decided, but I'll send her the webinar too.
Yeah, the webinars are great. I personally love Sarah Tri's. She's just like so good, and I just love how she talks. And hers is I do send ours sometimes. The only reason why I send hers over ours sometimes is that hers is shorter. It's like 30 or 40 minutes or something, but either one of them are going to be really good. But I have gotten way more success with the webinars versus the sneak peek weeks.
I haven't gotten anything with the sneak peek weeks, but I didn't even think to send a webinar. So
yeah, I should have told you that when you messaged me. So
good.
I don't know. I was out of it, but yeah, no, start using the webinars for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will.
Awesome. Anything else, you guys?
I don't think so.
We'll probably give you guys the rest of December to catch up and everything like that. And I think Emma and I are going to maybe post in the group and get their opinion as well, since you guys were the only ones obviously on the call. And we're going to see how we're going to format month 2. If we want to just kind of change it up a little bit and make it more of like an accountability month so that you guys can actually start doing and not worry about like catching up on the learning part every single day, because I know that can be overwhelming, as we were talking about. So, anything else, Emma? Anything else?
I have just about maybe next month about the group. Maybe we can, I know you guys, like, nobody when they're first as coaches know really how to write things, you know, for posts and everything. Maybe, I don't know how you'd be able to implement it, but maybe how to really word things better. I don't know, because sometimes I struggle with, like, things that I want to say, but it doesn't come out as well as you guys, if I should say. I don't know. Like, I know I still find myself looking at yours and Emma's and Brittany's posts, you know, to get ideas on how to write things. Like, I still make it my own, but I still, you know what I mean, on how to get our own personality out there. So I think that would be a little bit helpful, too.
Okay. That's good. I'm going to tell you a tip right now. So one thing I've learned when I'm sharing my posts and stuff is I think about top coaches that I follow that I really am just, like, stuck to and, like, drawn to and want to be like. And for me, like, since the beginning, we talk about it all the time, is Amy Silverman. And I realized that the way that she talks is she kind of, like, paints this picture for you of, like, what her life is like because she's been able to be a coach and been healthy and fit, and just shows you, like, hey, look at all this, you know, look at these things that I'm doing in my life every day that are just making my life better. And so that's kind of, like, how I've taken, that's, like, how my approach is, you know, like, if I'm going out to dinner with my fiance, we went on a date the other day, and so I was like, I'm so excited that I'm now, like, my own boss, so that if I want to take some time off during the middle of the day to spend it on his weekday off, I can do it. I used to have to work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and would miss out on these times with him, and I'm so grateful that you know what I mean? So I just kind of, like, open people up to my life and say, like, I'm, you know, like, this is my life and I love it and I'm happy because coaching has helped me X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? So it's really, like, creating that vision and painting that picture for people of, like, hey, this situation, this opportunity has, you know, done so many positive things for me, and let me show you how, like, show you my life, and it just makes kind of, like, create the life that other people want to live. You know what I mean? Like, think about where you were and be like, okay, well, what would I want? Like, what out of my perfect life? And although, you know, we're all not, like, living our perfect dream lives right now, there are definitely aspects of your life, and maybe you have to sit and think about it, that you are living that other people are not, because you're a coach and because you are on this journey. You know what I mean? And whether it's, like, just the smallest little things, just sharing that stuff with people and just making them want to live the same life that you're living is really what it's about. And so that's really what it's like. I'm like, okay, if I was still in the position that I was a year ago, you know, what sort of things would make me want to be like that person? I want people to be like, I want to be like Alexa. I want to live my life like she is. So I'm like, okay, what kind of stuff can I share to make people, like, you know, attract to me? Does that make any sense? Okay. I just, like, look at Amy Silverman and look at how she posts because I love her, and everything she does, I'm like, I want your life. I want your life. I want to do what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I look at how she posts. She's just like, you know, hey, I'm doing all this really cool stuff, and it's, you know, it's because I took this chance to become a coach. And so that's really what my kind of, I don't want to say strategy, but I guess it is a strategy when it comes to posting is all about.
I did that a little bit this weekend with Great Wolf because I really did. I paid for that vacation with Beachbody money.
That's awesome.
For Kennedy's birthday party, you know, we went to Great Wolf. That's not a normal, you know, money we didn't have. And I actually had 2 people contact me.
See?
So
that's
it
awesome.
Works. I can vouch for it.
And so it's all about, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, that's perfect. A perfect example. And it's all just about being consistent and showing more stuff over time You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People
and
are
like
gonna see
only
you.
because 2 people reached out doesn't mean that only 2 people are watching. There's more
Oh
people
yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, one was the coach, the person who wants to be a coach who has, you know, injuries right now, and then another person who's just interested in, you know, the idea of it at this point. So
Exactly. And so there's tons more that just haven't hit the send button on their message yet, but they're still watching.
let's
And maybe you
cross our
post something
fingers.
else, and then they finally do message you. But just know there are so many people watching. Most of the people that reach out to me are not even the ones that are liking and commenting on my stuff. It's random people that I've never even seen, like, at all message. You know what I mean? So that's perfect. And that's, you know, you just gave a great example. So just be consistent and keep posting that kind of stuff, because that's what people are attracted to. You know what I mean? That's awesome.
I was excited.
Question.
You say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
You can wave. You can talk. That's okay.
Like, I have another question. How often, like, do you guys post about, you know, looking for people for your new team, for your team or whatever? And I feel like it's kind of dragging on using the same picture every time. Like, you know how we have, like, Brittany does it too. Like, it works for Brittany, but I don't find it's working for me. You know, that little part of the picture where it says looking for new coaches for Team Empower, you know, Life by Design. You know, I don't like using that picture every time, and I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how often to be actually posting for looking for people on my team.
You know, I think incorporating it in different things. So, like, taking a picture of your home office and being like, I love being able to work from home. Like, who would like to join my, or, you know, like, incorporating it in pictures like that. I don't use that picture as well. I mean, maybe like once every 3 months or something. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the time I'm privately messaging these people because I've built connection with them, and I, you know, I think that's the difference. Is I used to post a lot more about joining my team. And, you know, now my focus is kind of switched to focusing on the people that I've already talked to about coaching, and, you know, keep building that relationship with them because I see the potential in them, and I know, like, they eventually want to join, you know? So, Alexa, what did you say?
I actually just did one this morning, and it's been really helpful. I posted a transformation picture, and I talk about how being a coach has kept me 100% like accountable with my journey and has helped me get where I am today. And I got a couple of emails from that already from this morning. And that, I mean, transformation pictures, hands down, I feel like are always going to be the best. So, like, anywhere that I can, like, post my transformation picture and, you know what I mean, add something to it, I'll do it, because that's where I get the most of my traffic and people asking me for my help, because that's what they want to see. They want to see real people and, like, real results that actually work. So, transformation pictures, I will swear up and down, are just, like, the best. So I still want to do. Okay, sorry. Sorry, my fancy phone. Yes, transformation pictures. Sorry.
Any other questions or comments? You know, if you think of one, you can always, you know where to find us.
Thank you for responding with that calendar app. I've been using it.
Oh, good. Yeah, I know. It's pretty amazing. And I love that you can color coordinate everything.
It's so pretty.
I know. That was my thing, is I was like, so I can only choose like 3 colors. And so I researched. And yeah. Good. I'm glad it's.
I find that I can't use the calendar.
What?
I can't use the calendar. I tried using a calendar app on my phone and color coding everything and, you know, planning my day, and it just never happens. I cannot, like, I don't go and look at it, and I'm always chasing after my kids, and I just get in 5 minutes of work when I can. You know, I just can't go by schedule. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, it's definitely harder, I think, with kids. I think, like, having scheduled out the, like, when I'm going to do things. So, like, when Bentley is playing, I'm like, okay, it's 10 o'clock. I need to do follow-ups while he's playing. You know, like, just having that list, like, to know, like, what I should be doing. Like, I definitely struggled with that at first, though, too. Like, I haven't recently – I mean, it's just recent that I've really been sticking with my schedule. But I think it definitely takes time when you're busy. So – I mean, do what works for you. I mean, everyone's different. Everyone's going to have different You know, and maybe even just like a list that you can get done for that day. Not exactly a schedule, but like a list that you can just be like, okay, I got this done today, or I didn't finish all of this, so I need to complete it a little tomorrow. Like, and maybe you can write down like, I'll complete it when they're down for a nap, or like something like that. But like working off of something, it doesn't have to be a calendar. And if you're more of a paper person, use a paper calendar. You know, like not everyone is gonna want to use, you know. Oh, you want to see?
Okay, I have to get off because I have to go pick my fiance up from work.
I know.
He's sick, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, sorry.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Nobody can see you. You're just a voice.
I'm gonna have to.
Honestly, this week I just started with my scheduling was like Tuesday or something. My husband's like, you better write all that down because you're gonna forget like who to pick up when. And so like I went in and scheduled all my meals, as silly as that sounds. You want to say hi to Bentley? I went in and scheduled all my meals, and then just like kids activities, and then it was like anywhere else I'm gonna try to get Beachbody fit in. So it's not like set.
I'm gonna go see my dog.
Oh well, he wants to say hi to you. You ran away. Anyways, so I'm like working my way up to a schedule because I'm not a scheduled person whatsoever.
Yeah, I think scheduling has been like the hardest part for me as well. Like I don't think like you have to yeah, you can see everyone. Hi.
Come here. Say hi really quick.
Look at my stuff.
Oh, you're showing him dog again?
Look at doggy. Hi, baby. Hi, boy. Hi. Hi, boy.
Oh, here comes my kid.
It's become a weekly kid chat.
Oh my gosh. We have to take a picture of this. Oh my gosh. Okay, ready?
Okay, smile.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, that's so. Wait here, let me
Funny.
let me do one more. Smile, Bentley, smile. Oh wait, I got it.
Too funny.
How cute.
Try
Try
again.
again.
Boy party.
Yeah. Mama.
Too funny. Yeah, you can say hi to him too.
Hi. Hi.
Oh my gosh, they're so funny. All right, I'm gonna put him down for a nap.
Alrighty, yeah, we have to get ready for preschool.
All right. Think of anything, okay? Thanks for being on. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.